a private elite party, a famous band is performing, just an ordinary weekday evening. Suddenly, the lights go out, and only in the complete darkness they see who their true masters are, their real faces, their glowing eyes. This is happening right now. These are real footage, and the band gave an interview. It's all incredibly eerie. Hey guys, I see you liked the previous video. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check out the disappearance playlist. There's a truly fascinating event, the mysterious disappearance of a woman in an elevator. Thank you for sharing the video with your friends and supporting it with views and likes. I really appreciate it, and I love you for that. So, today we're diving into real events unfolding right now, far beyond our continents. Yes, they may seem distant, but how can we be sure there aren't people like this in the US too? Enjoy the video. Recently, in December 2024, it was reported from St. Petersburg that a journalist from the newspaper Anomaly has gone missing. At the moment, authorities are continuing their search, but there have been no official statements in the media regarding the disappearance. Unfortunately, the journalist's name and other details have not been disclosed for the purposes of the investigation. According to some sources, the journalist was working on a story related to a private event held by the band Leningrad in Moscow back in 2012. Over 12 years have passed since that event. At the peak of the discussions, in 2013 and 2014, videos from the event were uploaded and removed several times. And that's not even the strangest part. We'll take a closer look at the reasons for this in the video, in more detail. Later, a foreign channel re-uploaded the video, thus stopping the wave of removals that had engulfed Russian-speaking social media. To date, the oldest of the remaining videos on Russian-speaking YouTube has been online for about 7 years, gathering more than 700,000 views and around 2,000 comments. About a year ago, the well-known Russian blogger Jarkov gave a short interview on this topic, reviving what had nearly become a forgotten issue. However, this is not the most popular video, which disappeared from the network along with the channel. That video gained more than 4 million views and up to 10,000 comments in just a month. This phenomenon was discussed across almost all Russian-speaking countries of the former USSR. After the journalist's disappearance, rumors began circulating online about a possible connection between the incident and secret societies, occult practices, and various theories. In 2012, one of Moscow's oligarchs invited Sergei Shnurov and the band Leningrad to perform at a private corporate party. It was a closed event, attended by the most influential people in the country. Most of them are unknown to the general public, but they wield significant power and wealth. People were partying and dancing to their favorite songs when suddenly the lights went out. According to Shnurov, in the pitch darkness he saw that many people's eyes began to glow. The sight frightened his entire team. The drummer dropped his sticks and the performers refused to continue. Sergei says they literally ran away, and he doesn't even remember how he got home. Also present at the event was model Natalia Vodianova, who confirmed seeing people's glowing eyes in the dark. She admits she was very frightened. Interestingly, when Shnurov was asked to name those who attended the party, he made it clear he couldn't and was too afraid to do so.
This is mobile phone footage from a concert by Sergei Shnurov and the band Ruble in the elite village of Gorky 3. In the middle of the performance, the lights in the banquet hall suddenly went out. The camera captured that moment.
The show was just a regular show, really. But something happened with the lights. They suddenly went out for some reason. Most of the people in the hall, and there were some seriously high-level folks, their eyes started to glow. Our drummer actually dropped his sticks, and we didn't play any more songs. It was scary as hell, so we got the hell out of there. I don't even remember how we ended up at home.
Выронил палочку, и больше мы песен не играли. Было так страшно, поэтому мы оттуда даже, я и не помню, как мы дома оказались.
Who were those people? Can you name any names?
Yeah, right, sure.
When you zoom in on the amateur footage, you can see glowing dots. Supermodel Natalia Vodyanova was also at the event. She still recalls it with fear.
It was horrible. Horrible. Terrifying. Because the lights went out, and suddenly, those glowing eyes. Later they explained to me that it was some kind of tensile effect. I don't know. It's, yeah, stem cells. That's what they call it.
There were some seriously important people there.
Can you name anyone? Сказать фамилию.
Yeah, sure, right.
In the video, as you may have noticed, when the journalist asks, "Can you name the names of these people?" Shnurov replies, "What are you talking about? Yeah." In his words, the fear is obvious, as if he's afraid of the mafia or something else. This suggests that he knows these people closely. You're asking, but if I name names, consider me already gone. It's like he's saying, let's avoid any provocation. If you want, here's the original sound without the subtitles.
Выступление, на самом деле, как выступление, но что-то случилось со светом в прекрасный момент, просто погас. Почему-то у большинства людей, которые были в зале, а там были люди совершенно такого серьезного полета, стали светиться глаза. Барабанщик у нас, собственно, выронил палочки, и больше мы песен не играли. Было как страшно, поэтому мы оттуда даже, я и не помню, как мы дома оказались.
А кто эти люди были? Можешь назвать фамилию?
Да чего ты, ага.
So why do people's eyes glow in the dark? In ancient legends from Siberia and South America, there are mentions of people with night eyes, those who could see in the dark and whose pupils glowed without light. Some beliefs linked these traits to cannibalism or to beings, demons, that had taken human form. The documentary Glowing Eyes in the Dark, the Dover Demon Case, Files focuses on a mysterious creature known as the Dover Demon. In April 1977, several teenagers in Dover, Massachusetts reported encounters with this being. It was described as about 1.2 meters tall, with a large oval head, thin body, long limbs, and glowing eyes. The creature was seen on 3 separate occasions over 2 nights, and all the witnesses gave similar descriptions and drawings. Adults never saw the creature, and it left no physical traces, which only deepened the mystery around these events. In Russian folklore, glowing eyes were believed to be a sign of vampires or people who consumed human flesh. During the siege of Leningrad, survivors claimed that cannibals were identified this way. It's a grim chapter in the city's history, but one that undeniably happened. In 1941, the city of Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, was besieged by German and Finnish troops and their allies during World War II. The city was surrounded, completely cut off from food, medicine, and vital supplies. The siege lasted from September 8, 1941 to January 27, 1944. 872 days in total. That number alone speaks to the horror of starvation. Cannibalism rose among the population. Only 3% of the people died from bombings. The remaining 97% perished from cold and hunger. The 2021 film Blockade Diary captures this horrifying time from multiple perspectives. It received numerous awards for directing, cinematography, screenplay, and both lead performances. The events of the film take place in February 1942. Brutal cold, extreme hunger. A young woman named Olga walks across the entire city to reach her father, certain that she won't survive much longer. The journey turns out to be not only difficult, but dangerous. We strongly advise viewers with sensitive psyches to avoid watching it. According to the official version, the glowing eyes at the concert were caused by stem cell injections taken by wealthy individuals. Since the cells are harvested from aborted fetuses, fetal blood enters the human body. That's why the eyes start to glow, like vampires. However, many believe that a group of Satanists was present at Shnurov's concert, performing dark rituals. Considering that members of the Russian elite were there, some suspect they are the main consumers of adrenochrome. And there are numerous user comments under this video supporting that it's more than just talk. Some heard it from their grandparents or relatives, others from school teachers. Comments are preserved in their original form. There is a conspiracy theory that Hollywood elites are involved in extracting adrenochrome from children's blood to maintain youth and health. This theory was explored in detail in an article by Wired, which discussed its origins and spread. The activity of private clinics and labs conducting stem cell research in the US is strictly regulated. In Moscow, however, over 20 clinics and beauty salons offer comprehensive anti-aging procedures using stem cells. Some even attract clients from abroad. And here's where it gets disturbing. Professor Teplyashin claims that most Moscow salons offering cell therapy use tissue from aborted fetuses. In the West, there is a strict ban on using aborted material in clinical trials. That's bioethics. But then where do they get 18 to 22-week-old aborted fetuses in countries where abortions after 12 weeks are banned? That remains unclear. The results are astonishing, but no foreign journal wants to publish them. According to Professor Sukik, he has his own principles. We never use miscarriages. They're often defective. We work with embryos obtained through social abortions, where the mother voluntarily chooses to terminate the pregnancy. At his lab, a course of rejuvenation using fetal cells costs around $8,000. Now, about the nanoluminomorphs, the little glow bugs. The rejuvenating serum is injected into various parts of the body, and to track its movement through the system, it's lit up with these nanoluminomorphs. That's what creates the glowing eyes effect. The fact that Sergei was afraid to name the viewers' names speaks volumes. These people are highly influential, and it's clear they have reasons to remain hidden. Some video materials and discussions of this phenomenon were soon removed, along with the channels. What exactly led to this, and what happened to the channel's owner, remains a mystery. It's possible that there was a threat to their life, the biggest motivator that forces someone to leave their home, the place that provides their livelihood. This raised suspicions of deliberate attempts to conceal information. It's worth noting that many of these cases have a mystical tone and are often discussed in the context of urban legends and rumors. When considering such stories, it's important to approach them critically and distinguish fact from fiction. In the concert footage, you can clearly see some audience members' eyes glow for a split second, and only those among the elite. Social media users and independent observers have documented similar incidents at private events attended by high-ranking individuals. Similar accounts appear in folk tales and legends, describing how in a crowd, the chosen ones could be spotted, their eyes reflecting a mysterious inner light. Equipment analysis ruled out optical error. This gives reason to believe the observed glow is a real phenomenon, the nature of which remains unknown. Humans don't have a tapetum lucidum, a reflective layer behind the retina like cats or dogs. The human eye can reflect light under certain conditions, like an infrared camera, but none was used in this footage. The contact lens theory was also debunked. Not everyone wears them, and the effect was seen by multiple people, live, with their own eyes. It felt like walking into a barn full of animals with a flashlight, except we had no flashlight. This moment scared us deeply, and we quickly left, wrote band members on social media. To this day, it is impossible to provide a scientific explanation for this phenomenon. The video footage has been submitted to the Institute of Optics and Biophysics for further detailed analysis. As for the missing journalist and his employer Anomalia, unfortunately, their hands have been completely tied and their eyes forcibly shut. They now find themselves trapped in the very heart of this story. They refuse to comment on anything. There's also information that the authorities have launched a covert investigation alongside the case of the missing journalist. So there's still hope that we'll learn more in the near future. As soon as anything important comes to light, I'll make a follow-up video. Unless, of course, they take me out in real life too, because no one has ever dug this deep into the story. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to subscribe. It's a huge boost for the channel. Hit the like button so more people can find out about this. And don't be surprised if this video disappears in a couple of days. Save it and share it. I'm already working on the next video. Top 10 most mysterious people on the planet. And drop your theories in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Take care and good night. See you in the comments.